this kind of opportunity so that this kind of assistance is distributed even in all the constituencies of various cities.
Honorable Feta Geoffrey, the Member of Parliament for Ivu East Division, stated that the handover of iron sheets to these 4 different schools is to aid in the construction of teachers' quarters so as to enforce the attendance of teachers by providing accommodation and ensuring their safety at school.
I wrote the OPM, particularly to the Prime Minister, to draw our attention to the state of schools, the condition of staff houses and the classrooms. So I requested for relief aid in form of iron seats. Now in I think 2023 January, we received the 300 iron seats through the office of the Minister for Northern Uganda. So those iron seats, I gave 100 to Mbokro Primary, another 100 to Ariavu Primary, 28 to Alivu Primary. The remaining were used for youth livelihood skills training facility. Now today, we have again distributed after receiving relief aid from the Prime Minister's office, because I took 2 requisitions, one in September 2021, another one in 2022. So today, the OPM has delivered 600 iron seats. Of the 600, the breakdown is Michi Primary 136, Roy Primary School 166, Oracle Primary School 132, and Bravo 166. So the focus is the SMC together with the PTA and school administration should focus on building staff houses, because the huge gap is accommodation of teachers in the schools. The reason why many teachers arrive late is because they come far from the teaching area. So if you want to enforce the attendance of the teachers, first provide accommodation. And we have heard that teachers are being renting in the communities and sometimes their safety is not guaranteed. So we think this is the direction we should be able to take. That's what I can be able to say. So we have tasked the SMC and the PTA to ensure that they construct houses that can utilize these iron seats. Thank you very much.
The 4 schools in Ivu Division that received relief aid in form of iron sheets include Miku Primary School, Aroi Primary School, Oreku Primary School, and Odravu Primary School. Kashinroth Fancy, Okomuringa Christine, West Nile Television, Nile Cars.
Youths in the West Nile region have been urged to embrace positive climatic-related decisions to positively influence climate change, an initiative funded and implemented by the Youth Climatic Council Uganda, an environmental body that influences youth to cause positive climate change. Oracle Benson Pastore reports.
Youths in West Nile region have been asked to embrace positive climate-related decisions to positively influence climate change in the near future. This initiative has been funded and implemented by Youth Climatic Council Uganda, an environmental body that influences youth to cause positive climatic change, with Korean Aid as the host in West Nile region based in Zombo district. Brukiwa Anna Juliet, coordinator Youth Climatic Council Uganda, said every youth has a right to join Youth Climatic Council such that they voice out climate change issues.
Every youth from 14 to 35 is free to join the YCC. Why would a youth join the YCC? This is a platform where young people come together to voice out climate change issues from the grassroots, so that they can have one voice that can represent them at the national level. Our views as young people will go directly through the National Youth Council to the main people, and they'll be discussed in Parliament on different platforms with the Ministry of Water and Environment. And this is why a young person needs to join the YCC so that their voice can be heard. The next generation are these young people, so we need to bring them together early enough to curb the challenges that we are facing today in climate change.
Pekisa Daniel, team leader Colleen Aid, highlights the public with the current state of the climate, which continues to affect the environment.
Some of you have been crossing through the River Nile. You are seeing flood crossing the roads. You are seeing high cases of malaria due to climate-related challenges. You see issues like food system. There's infertility. The soil we are growing in keeps on losing its fertility. There's too much rain when we need sunshine. This affects the post-harvest handling of our food system. You see Arua city becoming growing city that needs to be planned in an environmentally friendly way, so that the transition of the growth of the town does not affect the livelihood of the people living in it. So all these are integrated approach that we are bringing together, so that we have an informed point as a region on how we can address issues of climate change in the context of urbanization, in the context of mobility, in the context of gender, in the context of food system, in the context of energy transition. So they are broad, about 9 thematic areas that we are going to prioritize and see which one is the main for West Nile as a region, and what can we do with the young people or with the community to make sure that we live in the most economically acceptable, socially better, and environmentally sustainable ecosystem or environment that we live in the region.
Jakonga Hoffin, a representative of youths who works with Irete Uganda, encourages youths to be innovative so as to curb the worsening conditions of the climate in the country.
Let us come with innovative ideas which are in respect of climate change, and they should be what? Reverse climate change. And to our viewers, the truth is, the way we are doing things, the human settlement, the human behavior, and the way we earn our living, everything has put a lot of pressure on the environment, the ecosystem, and the result is now climate change. So I look at it as we putting our feet on the accelerator, driving ourselves to hell. Because if you have to look at the effect of climate change on health, there is issues of disease outbreak. We are spending a lot of money on health because somehow we have failed to prevent. Because of what? This problem. We are facing a lot of economic loss because somehow we neglected. Somehow we did not mind that what we are doing today may cause us problem. Today we have drought, we have famine. Rain is not coming. If it is coming too much. Why? Because we did not bother. So let us look at this thing, then make a deliberate effort. Let the generation which is coming not be the generation which will emulate the bad practices. So from now, let us be the game changer. Let us be the people of good example. Let us bring the best practices, so that the generation which is coming, they emulate the good thing. Then what will come ahead is a greener and friendly environment.
Youth Climatic Council is active globally, promoting the participation of young people in shaping climate policies at international level as well as at regional level, and in Uganda it was launched in 2023. Oraku Benson Pastore, West Nile Television Nilecast.
Moving on to Nebi District, Nebi Municipality Member of Parliament Honorable Hashim Suleiman has donated 6 million shillings to support the construction project of St. Aloysius Catholic Chapel in Nebi Cathedral Parish. Alfred Jawok reports.
Nebi Municipality Member of Parliament Honorable Hashim Suleiman has donated 6 million shillings to support the construction project of St. Aloysius Catholic Chapel, Nebi Cathedral Parish, while handing over the money on 18th August 2024 at the church. Honorable Hashim Suleiman urged the leadership of the chapel to utilize the fund well to start the foundation work of the church. According to Honorable Hashim, he will lobby for more funds from his friends to support the work of God.
So they have always been putting requests that I should support them to maybe get for them uniforms. We have been doing it. We have done to a number of them now. Today we are in Tukia Chapel. They also requested 50 pieces, and I'm happy that we have worked on it and we have today delivered to them. And I see they are very happy. They are really very happy. I like that. And I want to see my people happy. And I pray that God should really have a giving hand so that I can be fulfilling whatever they need, their desires. When they request, at least I should be having the resources to really fulfill what they desire.
Joseph Oriem, chairperson St. Aloysius Chapel Patek, hailed the legislator, saying the donation came timely as they need support from well-wishers to start the construction of the church.
Katidwa Muhammadi Jom odo ku for force en ke kwach barati wan watiru wer wati ku yom shunyma dita kecha ikomleme timo angeo bijikene kane ngo bira ngeo kati klesia kulema tungtonga bitimo iwa unuti en ke akwayo wamedro su nishwalo jedinmwa iwange.
However, Honorable Ngiriker Geoffrey, Mayor Nebi Municipality, thanked Honorable Hashim Suleiman for supporting churches in the municipality and pledged to continue rendering financial support to different churches so that they are able to enhance the construction work. Honorable Ngiriker further said that they will want to see churches in Nebi Municipality grow into bigger churches and subsequently be united.
I want to take this opportunity to thank our Member of Parliament for the generosity he is doing to our churches irrespective of the faith they have. We have been moving in various parts of the churches, particularly Catholic and Anglican churches, whereby our Member of Parliament is giving back to the people. He started this as soon as he was elected.
Some of the Christians reveal that they know the money will make a real difference, especially in construction of the house of God. Over 120 million shillings is needed to build St. Aloysius Chapel, Jukia, and over 30 million shillings have been raised. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Moving on in our story, St. Mary Assumpta's Girls Secondary School, Pakele Parish, commemorated the Feast of Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary, which commenced with a series of engagements, such as the confirmation of students, bidding farewell to the outgoing prefects, and swearing in of the new prefectorial body. Onzima Alan reports.
Being patron of the college, St. Mary Assumpta Girls Senior Secondary School, Pakele in Pakele Sub-County, Ajumani District, on 15th August 2024 commemorated the Feast of Assumption of Blessed Virgin Mary, a day which commenced with a series of engagements such as confirmation of students, bidding farewell to outgoing prefects, and swearing in of new prefectorial body. During the ceremony, Sister Rebecca Abio, the headmistress St. Mary Assumpta Girls Senior Secondary School, Pakele, advises learners to always concentrate on books while for holidays and avoid unnecessary visits.
I want to urge the learners all over Ajumani District and beyond, when you are on holidays, please don't forget about your books. Go and read, especially the candidates. Don't think the holiday is just for sitting there and doing nothing. Secondly, when you are there, forget about visits. Some of you may be visiting friends. Please stop visiting friends. Stay at home, help your parents, and create time for reading. And avoid bad groups.
Mr. Akoku Richard Epi, the guest of honor, highlighted the benefits of the feast, saying this was to reflect the values of the school. Hence, students in the meantime should live a holistic life and appeal to students to be disciplined.
And today we are trying to reflect the values of St. Mary Assumpta to the girls such that they live it holistically. It will help them in their academics, but also it will help them in their discipline, and that is the most important part of it. Discipline is discipline is not a limitation, but it is a liberation. It frees you to act willingly and honestly, such that they get to know their values. And I encourage the girls to work hard and emulate the patron of their school, live the life of St. Mary Assumpta, and out of that, I'm sure they'll be able to make their progresses.
According to Mandeko Daffin, a student of the school, fellow students should live a life that is worthy and take Mother Mary's life as a good example through her values, since the occasion is also an important and it marks history of Catholic Church-founded school under Mother Mary.
And the message I have for my colleagues is that to take this day very important. We're in a Catholic school and knowing that Mother Mary is a very important strength in our faith. We are very happy to celebrate this day, and we pray that the students may take all the values of our Blessed Mother and the values that the school gives us.
Right Reverend Sabina Oshan Odoki, the Bishop Ordinary of Arua Diocese, applauded the school administrators, Board of Governors, and school management committees for marking the dignified feast of Mother Mary Assumption and guiding the learners on how to live responsible lifestyles.
I want to thank very much those responsible for the administration of the school, the Board of Governors who give oversight, give guidance. Can we clap for them? If the school is doing well, you should know that the board is doing well. It all starts with the board. So we must always be grateful to the board members of the school for good guidance that they give.
The Feast of Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary is celebrated every 15th August and is regarded as the most important, and it celebrates the ascending of Virgin Mother Mary Holy by body and soul into heaven after her earthly life. Peace Ushoki, Unjima Alan, West Nile Television, Nilecast.
And on a sad note, the government of the Republic of Uganda, through His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, through the efforts of the Senior Presidential Advisor, Honorable Quiltrin Grace Freedom, has extended great support of 10 million shillings to support the burial ceremony of the fallen Ephraim Kebi Waringu, the paramount chief of Kebu Kingdom. Take a look.
The government of Republic of Uganda, under His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, through the efforts of Senior Presidential Advisor, Honorable Quiltrin Grace Freedom, extended great support of 10 million Ugandan shillings for the burial ceremony of fallen Ephraim Kebi Waringu, the paramount chief of Kebu Kingdom. However, plans are also in progress with the effort of Honorable Quiltrin Grace Freedom to see that the kingdom is recognized in the country. The burial ceremony of the deceased paramount chief of Kebu, His Royal Majesty Ephraim Kebi Waringu, took place on 17th of August 2024 at his ancestral home in Alangi, Zombo district. Honorable Quiltrin Grace Freedom, Senior Presidential Advisor, and the Chief Mourner, who also offered her great financial support for the burial ceremony, highlighted the rest of the mourners with the efforts and plans the government is having for the kingdom to be one of the recognized kingdoms in the country.
As I grew up, I didn't know there was a Kebu. And that is the unity we need. That in the many tribes we have in West Nile, in Zombo district, we should remain as one. And I saw your letter saying that the late TBC gave a gift to the president at Lower Zombo. I think that was 2010. I was also there. When the president was about to go, they told him, they said, you have two cultural performances, Alur and Kebu. The president said, I want Kebu. And if you were there that time, it was the Kebu who performed. And that is when TBC gave the president that gift. So I want to tell you, people of Kebu, people of Lendu, you are here. The president has a heart for you. Except as far as I know, since the kingdoms were reinstated, no new kingdom has been reinstated and recognized the way the Kebu are asking for recognition and the way the Lendu are also asking for recognition. We will wait what the government will say. We will wait for what the government will do. But of course, the effort should still be there.
Alexis Ukecha, Prime Minister Kebu Kingdom, thanked everyone for the solidarity exhibited at the burial ceremony. However, said the paramount chief Ephraim Kebi Waringu has been an icon among the traditional leaders.
I thank you very much for the exhibition of this solidarity. And I want to say that we go on, we maintain this solidarity, and every other occasion, I want to say that the king in our sessions was declared an icon, leader among traditional chiefs in this region. This is a chief whose character, whose personality, whose way of life is different from other traditional leaders. And for that matter, we say he is an icon of traditional leaders in this region.
Reverend Father Yobuta Pius, Parish Priest Christ the King, said they had looked at him as a mentor in the Committee of Head Teachers Association by then because of his advice and love for education.
He's a senior to me, but we became friends. We looked at him as a mentor for us. And I remember the head teachers then spoke of how the sacrifices they made in schools they had. I used to listen to them very carefully because by then I was a rector, also a type of head teacher. I will listen to them as a young person new in the administration of the school. But he will every time say, let the struggle continue.
Dr. Kevio Jacob, the firstborn of the deceased, narrates the cause of his father's death.
The cause of death, he has been having hypertension and diabetes for a long time, over 20 years. On the 4th, I was called that he had become stiff, one side had become weak, and I knew it was a sign of stroke. So I encouraged the family members present to take him to Arua Hospital, and when they took him immediately on Monday, on the 5th I followed, and I found sure it was a stroke. So our hope was that with the stroke you can still recover, but for him it was progressive. So he passed on the 8th of August at 6:19 p.m., just 1 month before him celebrating his 77th birthday.
Late Paramount Chief Ephraim Kebi Waringu was born on 9th of September 1947 and passed on 8th of August 2024 at Arua Regional Referral Hospital at the age of 77, and the next Paramount Chief shall be selected by Kebu elders. Oraku Benson Pastore, Western Nile Television, Nilecast. You are most welcome for the second last week in the month of August. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. This is Western Nile Television. The segment is what continues to happen in the world of sports, and it's under the umbrella of Nilecast News, the biggest of it. I can confirm to you so many things continues to happen, both locally, national, and also internationally. Before we take a look at any other story, let's first take a look at how things are going on as far as preparation ahead of the new season in Uganda Zambian football is concerned, all the way from Greater Alu region, particularly in Nebi municipality and at Luo ground. There was a friendly game between Nebi Central and Paida Black Angels that comes from Zombo, where of course Nebi Central hammered Paida Black Angels by 3-0. Nebi Central is a team that plays in Western Regional League in Nyagaki Zone. Meanwhile, Paida Black Angels is a team that is going to play in the new season of FUFA Big League. That means Nebi Central is preparing for the new season of Western Regional League. Meanwhile, on the other side, their brothers, Paida Black Angels, they are preparing for the new season of FUFA Big League. Let's first take a look at the details of the story being reported by Alfred Jawok.
Paida Black Angel Sports Club suffered in the hands of Nebi Central Sports Club during a friendly game between the two clubs over the weekend at Low Ground Nebi. As the regional competition dates for this season is near, the management of Nebi Central Sports Club have agreed to have good relationship as Paida Black Angels was promoted to FUFA Big League. Habib Doka, the head coach Nebi Central Football Club, said he is optimistic that the outcome of the friendly game with the team in Big League will give hope to perform well in the forthcoming regional competitions for 2024-2025. He noted that with the new management of Nebi Central, all will be well this season.
The game has been intense, both sides, but I think also very much impressed with the performance.
Meanwhile, Hassan Nasur, the head coach by the Black Angel Sports Club, attributed the loss to the absence of his key players who could have scored many goals. He added that they are for pre-season preparations to determine their success in FUFA Big League.
Today's being a friendly match, and we know that we haven't resumed back fully for the season. We're yet resuming back on 20th. So just that they requested, as being our neighbors, we never wanted to disappoint them.
The Black Angel Sports Club was established in 1979 and progressed to Big League last season. Lately, the enrollment of fans doubled upon their good performance in the previous regional league games. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Away from that story from Greater Alu region, all about the preparation ahead of the new seasons in Regional League and the FUFA Big League, again being played between Nebi Central and Paida Black Angels. And let's get international. Do you know what's all about what transpired over the weekend in some of the top European leagues? I can confirm to you, English Premier League is back, Spanish La Liga is back, not forgetting about Italian Serie A, and also German DFB Pokal, the new season in German football started with German DFB Pokal. Let's first start with English Premier League, how things transpired over the weekend. Before we take a look at the results, I can confirm to you there is a very big game coming tonight in Monday Night Football between the team of Leicester and Spurs. Before that, games were played over the weekend, starting from Friday, where Manchester United had to open the campaign of the new season with a narrow win over the team of Fulham. Then on Saturday, games were played. The newly promoted side, that's Ipswich Town, we are welcomed with a defeat into the hands of Liverpool. It ended by 2-0. Meanwhile, runners-up of last season, Arsenal managed to beat Wolves by 2-0, and Brighton and Hove Albion recorded the biggest win over the weekend after demolishing Everton at Goodson Park by 3-0. Newcastle went on to edge out Southampton by 1-0. Meanwhile, Nottingham Forest had to settle for a 1-1 draw with the team of Bournemouth. West Ham lost at home into the hands of Aston Villa. The game ended by 2-1. Meanwhile, yesterday on Sunday, games were also played. Brentford, without Ivan Toney, managed to beat a side in the names of Crystal Palace by 2-1. And the late kick-off game, which was played yesterday, was between Chelsea and Manchester City at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea opened the campaign of the new season by losing into the hands of Manchester City by 2-0. Meanwhile, in Spanish Primera Division, dramatic encounters, we also had them, but De Los Blancos, Real Madrid, had to open the game with a draw up against Rayo Vallecano. But I need to give you the entire results of the first games in Spanish Primera Division. These games started all on Saturday with 2 games on the card, as Athletic Bilbao managed to beat Das Ayaves by 2-1. Meanwhile, Las Palmas played a 2-2 tie with the team of Sevilla. And then on Friday, games were also played. Celta Vigo, of course, managed to win their game. Real Betis played 1-1 tie with the team of Girona. Meanwhile, on Saturday, 2 games were also played. Osasuna also playing a draw with the Leganes. Meanwhile, Barcelona traveled to Mestalla, managed to beat Valencia by 2-1. And yesterday, 2 games were played. Real Sociedad lost into the hands of Rayo Vallecano. The game ended by 2-1. Like I said earlier on, Real Madrid played into a 1-1 draw with the team of Rayo Vallecano. Meanwhile, tonight games are also set to be played in Spanish Primera Division. Real Valladolid will welcome Espanyol as Villarreal will be tussling it out with Atletico Madrid. And this one takes our trip to Italy and also take a look at how the games went in day 1. And all these games started on Saturday. I can confirm to you there were 5 draws in Italian Serie A. Meanwhile, Spanish Primera Division also had several draws. Straight away in the results on Saturday, Genoa played 2-2 with the defending champions Inter, and Parma also played into 1-1 tie with the team of Fiorentina. AC Milan managed to play a 2-2 tie with Torino, and another draw was between Empoli and Monza, and that game ended in a barren draw. 4 games played on Saturday, all draws. Meanwhile, yesterday, that was Sunday, we saw Bologna playing again a draw with Udinese. It ended 1-1. Verona managed to beat Napoli by 3-0. Cagliari registered Cagliari, in fact, also with a barren draw with the team of AS Roma, and lastly, Lazio Roma managed to beat Venezia by 3-1. That means out of the 8 games so far being played in the new season of 8 games being played in the first round of the new season of Italian Serie A, 6 draws being played and only 2 wins. Again, games are bouncing back tonight with the less entertaining Atalanta. Meanwhile, the biggest one, which I don't want to miss, is between old ladies Bianconeris, Juventus welcoming Como of Darcy, Francesc Fabregas. Fabregas right now is the head coach of Como, and this one takes us to some of the trending stories that continues to transpire as far as a transfer is concerned. I can confirm to you Thierry Henry, the former staff of Barcelona, Monaco, and also for Arsenal, has stepped down as the head coach of under-21 national team of France. And he managed the 6 games. Out of the 6 games, he has managed with the team, winning 4 and drawing 2. And his glorious moment came winning the silver medal when they lost the final of Olympics into the hands of that Spain, which ended by 5-3. And he played over 150 plus games for France national team, scoring 51 goals. Officially, he is no longer the head coach of France under-21 national team. And also away from that, Ike Gundogan is also looking for a way of leaving Catalonian-based club, that's Barcelona. Only 1 season spent with the team of Barcelona, and so many teams are eyeing him, including some of the teams from England, Saudi Professional League, and also from Spain. We are waiting to see if this deal will materialize for the player, that's Ike Gundogan, previously playing for BVB side and also for Manchester City before moving to Barcelona, and he is someone from Germany. Let's finalize everything with what is happening in the world of rumors and the gossips. I can confirm to you, as I speak right now, the representatives of Ivan Toney, they are in talks with the Saudi Professional League club called Al Ahly over the signature of 28-year-old England forward. And yesterday he was left out of the win Brentford had over the team of Crystal Palace. Still in more of the stories, Manchester City, they want Pep Guardiola to decide by Christmas if he'll be in position to extend his contract with the Citizens. His current contract with the team of Manchester City runs till 2025. That means he is only left with 1 year contract the running season, and we are waiting to see when he will pen a new contract for Manchester City, whether it's enough for him with the Citizens. And lastly, Panathinaikos, one of the teams that is playing in Greek Super League right now, they are in talks with Manchester United over the signature of their attacking midfielder. I'm talking about Facundo Pellistri, Uruguayan. And we're also waiting to see if Panathinaikos will actually succeed in that deal. Why don't we close it here? Tomorrow is still there. Let's link up again tomorrow.
Thank you, Rakubanson Pastore, for that sports news and that sports highlight.